Hello, welcome to the Lexicon Artists. I am your host Ewan, and this is my wordmaster in crime, Christina. And we are here once again to talk about amazing words. So we've got some fantastic words this week, 5 new words to go through. A little bit shorter than the last one, but I think we're getting our rhythm this week, and we're gonna go through a few interesting words. So get ready for a wild ride of wordsmithing as we get our first word of the day going, and that is piquancy.
Piquancy.
Piquancy. So how do we say that one, Google?
Piquancy.
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 It sounds like it tastes in the mouth. So usually people would be like tasting the word and be like, we don't need a definition, we can see it with our mouths.
Yes,
Piquancy.
piquancy. And it is a noun and is a pleasantly sharp and appetizing flavour or spiciness. So when I first heard it, I thought like to pique one's interests.
Yeah.
So like tippy top, really hyped, or like zesty as it says.
Yeah.
Something a bit spicy. So
Makes your face almost form the sourness reaction.
piquancy. So the quality of being pleasantly stimulating or exciting and interest. The tragedy only adds piquancy to the tale, is the description there.
I do like when there's a crossover between food descriptors and like literature or just whatever you're describing.
So let's look at the usage over
Yeah.
time. Let's look at this graph here.
Show more. Yeah.
Oh, there's a big graph. So that's going back to the early 1800s. And it looks like it really ticked off just after that. Any idea why that might have been? Maybe with delicacies becoming more prevalent? It died off a bit in recent times. World War II again, or World War One died off there in early 1900s.
Like perhaps particular novels, like the Romance era, or I have no idea. I can't remember what was popular in culture and literature for that time frame, the 1850s to 1900s, and that steep decline. Could be industrialization, the change of era, change of taste, Art Deco, etc. Everyone moving past
Maybe economic struggles at the time.
Yeah.
There wasn't any zest. There wasn't any hype. There wasn't anything. It was like Great Depression times.
There was also new slang coming in and yeeting out the old to bring in another real new word.
Yeah, well, speaking of different words, so what are some other words? Synonyms for piquancy would be to nip, piquance, piquantness, tang, tanginess, zest, spice, spicery, or spiciness.
Yeah, it's interesting because maybe people wouldn't want necessarily think to associate all of those things together, like a tang, a zest, and a spice.
Very different.
Yeah.
Very different.
But it depends on the usage, how you're referring to something as being
the peak, the pinnacle of that note, of that kind of genre of food or whatever it is.
I think it's like that kind of reaction. It's the sharpness of that kind of flavor region, and when you're like utilizing it as a descriptor for something else, you're giving just that sense of it, the notion.
I'd like to see it used more in a sentence really quickly before we move on.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, AI.
Here are a few examples of piquancy in a sentence demonstrating its meaning of pleasantry, sharp, stimulating.
Pleasantly sharp.
Pleasantly sharp. What did I say? Pleasantly sharp, stimulating, and witty quality. So the added horseradish gives the sauce a welcome piquancy.
I love horseradish and mustard.
Well, that's where you use it, I guess, in a lot of spices and things and tangy things. Read the other two there.
Yeah, or we could take one and then swap. There was a certain piquancy to the debate because of the recent Tide vote. So really, another usage. Yeah, you gotta keep your interest. It keeps the flavor going. It reminds me of Thai food, where every mouthful you're not getting any bland or boring bits because it's so much flavour packed in.
So like in social structures and stuff, it's like when, you know,
Keep
heaps
you
of
on-
people watching something on TV at the same time.
Keep you
or
on your
something you can hype.
toes, edge of your seat.
Hmm.
It's like a heated debate would be that sort of scenario.
Or this last one here refers to literature. So the piquancy of the story's ending made it particularly memorable.
Hey, that
So
doesn't
the
have to just
piquancy
be literature,
of-
but all stories.
Yeah, all stories, so storytelling. So,
Sorry, I'm getting so
like the
pedantic.
climax. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
well, not the climax, but yeah.
Any part of it, the quality of so like, but yes, piquancy of the story's ending. Yeah, you're right. The climax,
Yeah, so the
final,
tipping
final,
point. Tipping point. Yeah, no, very
or the
interesting.
denouement,
Or
the denouement, where it's like after the climax, how it goes down and sort of get that sense of finality and the feeling you walk out of cinema with, or you don't, we're at your own home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that nice little period afterwards of like, oh yes, that was satisfying.
It's like the unwinding.
The
go-
memory,
you go down
a
the-
recent memory of good stuff, or like heated zestiness.
Yeah. The come down after the peak.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so, yeah, that was a fantastic word, I think, and I don't know if you can use it more in everyday life, then
Not
definitely
sounding
try
too
to.
pretentious.
If you're having some spicy food or
Yeah.
something like that, then, yeah, why not add a
Doing
bit of piquancy to your
yeah.
conversation?
While reviewing the latest spicy novel on Book Talk.
Yeah, exactly.
What, which one gave the most piquancy?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A very good word, and yeah, try to use it more often. As is our next word, of course, because we're full of words today. And our next word is a much shorter, quick one that doesn't sound quite right, but it is a word. That is nesh. So nesh, you haven't seen this one yet, I
No.
think. So nesh, Nesh.
Nesh.
Nesh, and it's probably said in a British word, a British accent. Also because I think it came from, it's an English meaning,
Dialect
British, and it is of a person who's weak and delicate, in particular in being susceptible to the cold. So it was nesh to go to school in a top coat.
Interesting. It's
So
rather
maybe it's a
specific.
hot, if someone's wearing something in a hot day,
Yeah.
it's like overbearing. It's like, how are they wearing that? Like, he must be really hot.
Okay.
He must be really nesh. Essentially,
Okay.
is how I see that.
You meant
Yes.
okay. So is this a word you're already familiar with, or
No, I've done a
something
little
you
bit of
could-
research
okay.
before coming into this, but also just reading what we're seeing here.
Yeah.
So a weak and delicate individual, in particular in being susceptible to the cold.
Okay.
So, yeah, obviously English origin there, and also Dutch a bit with ness.
Germanic,
so meaning
yeah.
soft or foolish.
Interesting.
Yes, it's come up and down throughout history. I think I'd love to get some
Nice and
meanings
little.
after this, but we'll have a look at this one real quick.
Yeah. Wow. Really
Yeah, very
peaked there.
fluctuant. That's just all the different
Why crazy
grammatical.
uppercase H at the end? That is so odd.
Yeah, not sure about that one
What is
down
happening?
there. That's, no one's using that. Oh, surely. It's got to be one person ever.
It's going to be a sort of error in inputting the information, like a clerical error. Somebody's typing in all the words for Google, and it just looks like a capital H or something. And it's
Somehow
like,
they were on caps lock.
yeah, they went.
And
I don't know,
then-
who knows?
oh, I
The
don't
cat
know.
walked over the keyboard. So it
Yeah,
could be
so-
anything.
Got a sixth finger and hit the shift at the wrong time in 1883.
Big year for Nesh with a capital H.
But it has come, look at that,
yeah.
at the end here, it's coming back into style.
Where has it been most used? I'm curious.
I'd say it would be English dialect again. It's British
Sheffield.
slang.
Alright. Somebody used it on like a reality TV show or something, and people had to start using it again in
Yeah.
social media.
I guess I could really imagine British person using that word. It sounds like a very British word. Oh, it's a bit nesh.
Yeah.
Nesh in it.
Yeah.
You know.
There's certain words that fit the
He's a bit
accent.
nesh.
Yeah. It's like that already slips right in with how you'd expect the rest of the dialect to sound. So.
How do you use nesh in a sentence?
Well, you're wearing a coat. It's a bit nesh, isn't it?
Yeah. Isn't it? In it. In it.
Sorry, British people.
Yes, but that's how people probably saying it, you know.
In that context.
Yeah, I like it. It's a very quick word.
It sounds almost like nosh or posh.
Nash.
Yeah, a bit nash.
Nish. No, nish is nothing.
Bit nash. Bit naff. Naff is a word though. It seems like it's really similar to that, isn't it? It's similar where it's a bit slow or soft in the head, but in this case, like physically susceptible to cold. It's like, what are you, a pussy for temperature fluctuations? Like, you know, that kind of calling into
so
question.
Specific.
Yeah.
So instead of just calling someone, oh, what are you, a wuss?
Yeah.
Or what are you,
you have
you're a
temperature.
You're a bit nash, aren't you, mate? You know,
it's like, it's chilly. I don't want to catch a cold.
I feel like we don't need to be British to say this. You know, we could bring it into Australia somehow. It could be an Aussie word.
I don't know. People might push back on that and be like, you know, stop trying to make Nash work, Gretchen.
Well, people just look at you funny. You know,
like, what the fuck is Nash?
What the fuck are you talking about? You're like, I guess nosh? No.
Always.
We use nosh.
Nosh, yeah.
Maybe a little
Don't
bit.
know if like Americans use nosh, but
Nash.
we do. British. It definitely came from the British, right? Oh, let's go have a nosh.
Yeah, very British word, that one, with a bit of Dutch in there as well.
Well,
so.
there's also the Germanic connection, like West Germanic languages are same root, kind of. English goes back to Old English, which is a lot more similar to German, and Dutch, all kind of a bit similar-ish.
Well, Germanic,
Yeah.
we're all
Same
English
family.
speaking Germanic language, essentially. So. There's lots more to it, and I just realised on Duolingo the other day, it tells you all those great stats about language and things, and just how many there are. Like, you don't realise how many languages there are at the end of the day. It's just so many, and you know, we're speaking just a fraction of it, just a tiny bit. Even though we try to expand our vocabulary, it's nothing. There's so many words and languages. So.
It's probably one of the good things about English. Like, it doesn't have much grammatical structure and interesting usages like a lot of other languages have built in. But we're kind of a magpie language where we stole a bunch of words from other languages and imported concepts from them as well.
Yeah.
Which is kind of good because English did destroy a bunch of other languages and cultures, so it's like give and a take, give and a take,
and then bring them back in somehow. Hopefully, melting pots work. Yeah, we'll pick up new ones as we go. And our next word is pretty out there. It's pretty far out there, I'd even say, because our next word here is spaghettification. Spaghettification. Let's see how Google pronounces this one.
Spaghettification.
As you would expect, yeah.
Spaghettification. So I'm just looking at lists of words sometimes, and that one obviously stood out like a big bit of spaghetti. And I just saw it, and I was like, that's an amazing word, let's look this up. And it's come from physics, not from food. It's a physics term.
Those wacky physicists.
Yeah, it's not about actual spaghetti. It is the process by which, in some theories, an object which be stretched and ripped apart by gravitational forces on falling into a black hole. So specifically, what happens to you when
as you're approaching
matter,
a black hole,
they come within the gravitational pull of a black hole, you will get spaghettification.
See, I'm just visualizing cinematic attempts of visualizing that, and the two main ones, or maybe three, in no particular order, Christopher Nolan's Interstellar, and then there was Event Horizon. I don't remember if that was specifically going. I don't think that one was, but it was something like going into a black hole, having some kind of like crazy dimensional rip. That was one thing, but like comparing that to the way Interstellar visualized it, like the updates across whatever how many decades was. Event Horizon's a whole other kind of kettle of crazy.
Yeah.
The other one was, sorry to cut you off.
No, you go.
I forgot the name of it. Contact? Yeah, the Jodie Foster one.
Oh yes, I didn't finish that one. I think I put it on one night. And
Yeah.
sleep.
I watched it in high school and we did not end up watching the end, so I missed that bit. But yeah, that was another interesting visual interpretation, which again did not really involve spaghettification. She freaking survived, but it introduced a whole lot of other interesting concepts.
That's it. I feel like, you think of space, you feel like vacuums and stuff. It's specifically for black holes, I think, this one. But I also, when I think of that, if we talk about movies, I think of like, for some reason I thought of like Jumanji.
Oh yeah.
When it gets like sucked in to the game.
Yeah, it's very circular, like and so it looks like a black hole.
Yeah, it was like hands go away.
Yeah, that was great. Visuals. Fantastic.
Yeah, that was
time
great for
and all time.
30-year ago movie now. But also, I remember movies where, like, in planes, when the plane would get, like, shot, or, like, a hole gets put in it.
Oh, yeah.
And then people go and get sucked out of, like, the tiny hole.
Yeah.
That's, I don't know, that's spaghettification or something else. But that's maybe a single strand of spaghetti. Maybe
I don't think so.
Is that sausage?
That's something else. There's probably a word for that. It's because of the pressure. The cabin becomes instantly depressurized, so people get freaking squeezed out. The other horrific scenario besides a plane with a pinhole people getting sucked out of was like early submarines and how they went wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Similar fucking horror story where, sorry for the swearing, yeah, people getting sucked out a tiny hole, like just their flesh and everything going instant death because of pressure decompression and that. Ooh, physics is crazy. It's like, let's not go some places, right? Let's just understand it better and let other people try it and not die fucking with it, but yeah.
Well, then you see like, an octopus or something squeeze through like a huge big bulbous looking thing and it squeezes through a hole that big. So,
they're made of jelly.
You just don't need bones,
Yeah, one little beak, if anything.
Fine. And make sure your brain is also malleable.
Yeah, all jelly. You're made for escape and going through itty bitty holes implausibly and being icky and weird. But yeah, when I first saw this word, my mind went towards spaghetti westerns, which is a completely unrelated thing. It's just coincidental. It has nothing to do with spaghetti or Italy or silliness.
I was thinking like if you're making spaghetti, is that spaghettification? But apparently not. It's purely a physics term.
It's so weird.
Here, I thought this was funny. The example in a sentence is, the person would experience spaghettification and most likely not survive being stretched into a long, thin, noodle-like shape.
I don't know. I think we ought to try just to make sure. I'm very bendy.
Interesting form of punishment or corporal punishment.
Yeah, like being on the stretcher back in the medieval days. They tie you up, they start cranking it, and you're like, yeah, a couple more. I want an extra vertebrae space. Extra vertebra space.
Yes, and chop me up into noodles.
Yes.
So here is the
I want the more sciencey.
Physics parts of it. And here, the process in which a strong, non-uniform gravitational field stretches an object vertically while compressing it horizontally, turning it into a long, thin shape resembling spaghetti.
Yeah,
and then
sense.
If you want to
that totally makes sense.
Okay, so that's how it works as well. It's the tidal forces of gravity stretching it all downwards and horizontally.
Yeah, I'm just picturing like distorting images on like Photoshop, when you're really playing around with just stretching and warping things in all the dimensions. It's like, But then it's actually doing that with matter in space, with gravity. It's like,
in a
freaky.
vacuum, so
Yeah, it's really just going to take you and turn you
and
into
it's
a
really,
noodle.
like,
Yeah.
quicker than a snap of your fingers, it happens.
I don't know how you would even conceptualize time, because space and time are linked, and as the space warps, time and perception would have some other kind of variable. I don't know how to fathom being like transformed by a black hole.
Well, I think also the bigger something is, quick, like it'll
The
get pulled in
faster.
further away.
But what if it happens slower and you spend an eternity being spaghettified? You're just there getting noodled and you're like, what have I done with my life?
Yeah, and I wonder where you end up.
At the beginning of the universe again, as the first single hydrogen atom, just
It's the
waiting.
black hole poop.
Yeah.
I think it's black hole poop.
Carbon.
That's where we all came from. That's what it is. So yeah, fantastic words. That one. I don't know how often you could use it, because how often are we going into space and getting spaghettified? But yes, we've got some good words coming up as well.
Spoilers.
And yeah, this one is another. No, sorry, this is an American word that has been on my radar, and that is cattywampus.
It's a fun one.
Cattywampus, and I'll see if I can get
Primarily
the
American?
pronunciation up first.
Okay. Cattywampus.
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 Yeah. Cattywampus.
Cattywampus.
Too much.
That is painful.
too
And
loud.
yes, if you couldn't tell, cattywampus
Cattywampus.
originated in America. Word originated in the 1830s.
Fun time.
Sorry, let's define what a cattywampus is. A primarily American informal word meaning askew, misaligned, crooked, or disorganized, referring to something that is not lined up or arranged correctly. It can also mean diagonally opposite, similar to catty corner. So examples in a sentence is the accident left the car's frame all cattywampus. Sorry,
It's
I'll
delightful.
say that a little bit more American. The accident left the car's frame all cattywampus.
Good American. But now do it with
Well,
like
well,
an
I haven't said
1830s. Give us your best Daniel Day-Lewis in Gangs of New York.
Gee willikers,
Oh.
his glasses were cattywampus on his hand. Pretty accurate.
It's something.
Yeah, you can do the last one actually. The examples.
Yes, I see. Those stairs are cattywampus.
Oh, I do declare. Sorry.
They steal my
Americans of the
beating
South.
heart.
But yeah, really interesting word. Obviously, everyone's like, "Oh my god, cattywampus!" Like, what
I
the hell are
just-
you talking about? If you use that right now, maybe, but
They'll
maybe-
think that person's delightful. Too delightful for
Like-
me to socialize with.
Are people still using this in
Kitty
Southern
corner.
America?
Cattywampus kitty corner. So obviously there is a relationship with cats and their corner, and how they like a directional or scanned setup. So much have cats dominated culture that we've got cattywampuses. What if it's a cat rumpus room? What if that's what it is?
Yeah, the lisp, and it's like, oh, it's just the cattywampus.
It's a catawampus over there. That's a catawampus. You see Mr. Pear. He loves his catawampus. You see him pruning.
Cattywampus. It's gotta be American. Yeah.
Cattywampus, yes. Mr. Purr and his feline companion, they love to be like themselves in the cattywampus over there.
So
Why
it
so
says
sudden?
here, its etymology is unclear, but may involve the first part relating to cata-cornered, meaning diagonal, and the second part of the Scottish word wampish,
Wampish.
or wampish, meaning to wriggle or to swerve.
To
So
wiggle,
to not be
swerve, not straight.
to be awry, to be off, a bit off.
Wampish.
So yeah, interesting. It's such an interesting word.
Fierce.
Usually is
Ooh.
also mean fierce. Yeah.
Or even refer to a hobgoblin. But its first common meaning today is askew or awry.
It's cat-cornered, wampish, catamount, cata. The word cata prefix comes from Greek meaning downward or toward. Yeah, a lot of different
Yeah,
meanings. Evolution of meaning.
Diagonal position.
Catawampously, which added intensity to an action, similar to utterly or fiercely. I think I spelled that wrong.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No, it didn't go anywhere.
What was that? I lost it now. Yes.
I think it's probably too, lightly used to have too many usage examples.
Yeah, it's such a
perhaps.
rare word
Yeah.
that, do people still use it, I guess, is what I'm asking. Yes, cattywampus is still in use, though less common in some areas, and primarily refers to something that is askew, crooked, diagonally across from something else. Interesting, so if you have like a three-way intersection or something,
Yeah.
or like something across the street over there. It's cattywampus across the street. I don't know.
So I would guess that a usage would be, oh, watch out for that tree. It's all catawampus on the street. Why so southern? Why? We want to see which part of the U.S. Scroll up again. It says southern,
Deep
didn't it?
South.
Nailed it.
Word originating in colonial America remains in use in the Deep South.
How deep? Look, sometimes our family tree gets a little cattywampus up there. It don't branch out much.
Maybe there's plenty of reasons to use it in the South down there. A little bit. Everything's a little bit cattywampus down
See,
south.
the government don't pay for any of our infrastructure, so all our buildings and fences, cattywampus, falling down, a little broken down and askew.
But that's just how they like it down there, and don't you be telling us otherwise.
God bless us.
That's right. So, no offense to the South, it's a fantastic word, and to be honest, it'd be cool if they got used a bit more.
Everywhere else, yeah.
In Australia or anywhere.
Cattywampus
seems like a really Aussie word.
Caddyshack.
Cattywampus, mate.
Cattywampus.
Yeah, that sounds like a bit cattywampus, to truth and all that.
So Aussie. Oh, man, tell me more about how Aussie you are.
So larrikin with my cattywampusly ochre nature. I don't know. Oh, yes, cattywampus. Another interesting word that maybe, just maybe, people should be using a little bit more. Last word of the day here, and it's back to your origins, I think a little bit of Greek here, possibly, and that is opsimath. Opsimath. And how do we say that one, Google?
Opsimath.
I got it right. Thank you, Google. Say it again.
Opsimath.
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 Eventually, you're going to start being able to decipher the phonetic spelling underneath.
Oh, yes.
So-
What's that?
Every symbol refers to pronunciation of a sound. So each vowel, like in English, we have this, 5 letters, but a bunch of different sounds attached to them, and double vowels as well, and diphthongs and things. So each individual symbol refers to the sound. So no matter what language it is, you can spell it with the phonetic alphabet. And that one is theta, which is the same in Greek, and it makes that th sound. That's at the end, opsimath. So every single letter in there just refers to the sound that you're pronouncing. It's phonetic.
Interesting. A little side.
I crammed that.
education there.
I crammed that in one night before an exam. It's like, I never need this again.
Well, now you do. That's incredibly interesting. I've never really noticed that. Google has all these.
Every dictionary.
Everything's been added in now, so you can see all these interesting things, and that's what we're doing. And opsimath. Interesting word.
Opsimath,
And we are opsimaths, because, a person who begins to learn or study only late in life is an opsimath. So.
And really, how long is a piece of string? When is late in life? Any time is a good time to learn.
I'd say maybe after traditional standards of like school and tertiary education and stuff like that. Once you've passed that, it's like, what else are you gonna do? You gonna change it up, or you just keep doing the same thing, or you gotta learn something new? Can you teach an old dog new tricks?
Hope so.
And opsimath tells you yes, because they're learning past 40 and onwards, new stuff. and bettering themselves is what I'm thinking. Even age is not a number of an opsimath. Age is just a number to an opsimath.
Yeah, it's a definitional part of it where you have to at least be kind of old, but it doesn't matter. It's being awesome and learning despite age.
Yeah.
And you can see.
Exactly. We should always all be learning.
Continuously, because that's when you start to feel the decline, when you cease to learn new things and the clock just starts to run out instead.
Yeah, no point in just sitting still and not expanding your knowledge and progressing your train of thoughts and things. The interesting word that's lost a lot of usage in recent times, but the origin there is Greek.
Yeah.
Like through and through.
Obsolete and math from learn.
To learn.
Yeah.
Opsimathus.
Opsimath.
The Greek original one has turned into opsimath in the early 19th century. We might click on the graph and see if it was a bit later, maybe, or earlier.
Yeah.
No.
No, it just came on in.
Wow, it really just came on in.
So I would take a guess somebody wrote a book, coined the word, and it took off. It was introduced into pop culture or somehow because it was a concept. It's right around the Enlightenment period, and I guess Greek Romanticism was with classicism was always quite popular.
Well, it's just as describing someone.
Yeah, but not just that though. Who are the people who are becoming opsimaths? Probably, I guess, socially, who's using this word, who's being this?
Well, still, why would it come in and out? Oh, so why would it just come up for a little bit and die off? Like, still opsimaths around, we're still...
Yeah. A lot more rare to use the word though, and it's like, why? Why? Is there a discouragement?
Maybe there's something about certain words that just doesn't work with people. It's like, why are we not going to use that word? It just doesn't sit right with a lot of people or something.
I think a lot of these words are hard to use in conversation, just casually, because they're so specific and a bit of a mouthful, and it's like, why would you need this besides flexing that you have a fantastic vocabulary? But in written language, a lot more when you're having like a specific topic that you want to expand on and talk about precisely, then that's a good time to have that vocabulary and keep it alive.
Yeah, or maybe I'll use it to describe myself later in life, or you can describe yourself with it saying I am. Like if you're taking a new bachelor's degree in your 50s or something, or any point now, I guess, from our age. I'm a bit of an opsimath.
Yeah, I had heaps of opsimaths at my university.
Is it derogatory? Is like, do people take offence to that? No,
I hope not. It should
because you're learning. It's a good thing. It's something to describe someone though.
It should always be a generally positive, encouraging vibe whenever it's people doing any kind of self-improvement, whether it's just education or vocation or anything self-improvement related. Why would anyone condemn it or gatekeep?
Exactly. It doesn't have many bad annotations to it. It's a positive thing in life. So, we all need to continue to be opsimaths and to continue learning all the way through. Like, don't stop learning, everyone. Keep your minds going
open and sharp.
And become, as it says here, the synonym for it is a lifelong learner. Someone that just keeps learning, never stops. Probably a very progressive person, I'd say.
It would be difficult to not be. That would be an oxymoron at that point. What are you learning then if your mind is closed and you're not feeling?
You can still learn bad things too.
True, but then slowly you would be deteriorating as a person.
It's destructive. But
that's a hard one.
Still opsimath.
Yeah.
Still learning to be evil.
You're learning skills that don't benefit, that can suck.
Let's try to be good opsimaths as we move forward. And yes, that is our final word for today on the Lexicon Artists. Hope you enjoyed our 5 words that we'll put up on social media later, and be sure to follow us on Blue Sky and yeah, add us on Duolingo as well. We're always learning new words there. So if you want to learn new words with us, just scan that QR code below right now. And yes, like and subscribe this video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy what you saw today, please like and subscribe and follow us on Blue Sky and Duolingo if you'd like to learn more.